Hello, Sairam children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Today I am going to explain you first chapter of your 8th class, that is force. What do you know about force? Did you heard this word any time? Okay. So, generally we see many changes around us, like changes of season, sunrise and sunset, moving of the objects. So why? What is the reason behind it? Why you observe such type of changes in your surrounding or motion in the objects? For that reason, we are going to know or we are going to study this lesson. Okay, so generally when force comes to our mind, we think of the words like effort, strength, power. All these words are not same. There is a difference between them. But generally, when we talk about force, we will be using all these words. So, here, let us see what is force. Before knowing the actual definition of this force, let us see some examples. First example is everyone knows it. How do you come to your school? Some of you come by walk, some of you come by your bicycle. So, those who come on the bicycle, generally, you apply pressure or force or effort on your pedals, on the pedals of your bicycle. Then only the bicycle will comes into motion, isn't it? So until you don't apply strength or power on the pedal, it doesn't move. And one more example, opening a door. How do you open your door? Either you pull the door or you push the door. So in that case also you are applying some effort, your strength to pull it or to push it. So like that you see many examples in our daily life. What else? You can give some examples. Stretching a rubber band, kicking a ball, squeezing off our clothes. Like this, these are many examples which help us to know what is force. Okay, in your textbook, there a table is given to you. You can see that table number 1. In that table, there are different examples are given to you. Those examples, he is asking you to classify those pictures whether they comes under pull or push. Pulling is pulling. Okay, see here. In that first action is digging bore well. So to dig the bore well, what the men are doing, they are pushing that machine inside the ground. So that example comes under push. Second one is sipping juice with a straw. You drink juice with a straw. So what you do at that time, you do like this. That means what you are doing, you are sucking it, you are pulling the juice inside your mouth. So that example comes under pulling. If you see third example, erasing blackboard with a duster. Generally we will be doing after writing on the blackboard. So first we push the duster, again we pull the duster towards us. So here in this case we are doing both pushing and we are pulling the duster towards us. Then there is another example, a magnet attracting nails. So generally we will be playing this small activity at our home. If you have a piece of magnet with you, there what happens when you bring a magnet near the iron pieces, what it does, it pulls all those small pieces towards itself. So here you can see pulling of the object toward the magnet. Then one more example, fruit falling from a tree. So not only that, leaves also, you can see leaves falls down from the tree onto the ground. So like that, these are so many examples. So these all examples helps us to know what is force. Yes. So force is nothing but effort done by the object, either by pulling or pushing. Okay, it's very simple to remember. Force is nothing but effort done on the object or by the object on another object, either by pulling or pushing. Okay, then can we see the force? No, we can't. But we can see the effect happened due to the application of the force. For example, if you kick a ball which is in front of you, what happens? Will it be there where it was, or will it be away from you? Yes, it will be away from you. That means initially, before application of the force, it was in front of you, but after application of the force, what happened? It has changed its place. So that is the effect of the force applied by you. Okay. So like this, we have so many examples in our daily life which help us to know that force is acting or not. Okay. So this is about force. Now you prepare a list of examples which comes under pull, push and both. Okay. Then next, let us see types of forces. Forces are classified into two types. They are contact force and non-contact force. So before we go to types, let us see example which helps us to know the difference in the forces. Okay. So here given to you, when you wake up, you brush your teeth, isn't it? So before you brush, you have to apply paste on your brush. So you bring the toothpaste near the brush and you apply force, isn't it, on the tube. So that what you are doing there, you are pushing the paste from the tube onto the brush. So they are applying force by you. So the paste comes out and you apply it on the brush. Next one, there is a magnet. Bring that near it to the compass. A compass will have a magnetic needle in it. So that magnetic needle will move when you bring the magnet near to it, isn't it? So here in the first case, you see that the tube, the paste has come from the tube when you apply some force on it, isn't it? So there is a contact between you and the tube. Whereas in the second example, you are not doing anything. Okay, you are keeping the piece of magnet near the magnetic compass. So you see there is a motion in the needle of the compass. So there is no contact between the magnetic needle and compass, but then also you can see the effect of it. So first example explains about the contact force, second one explains about the non-contact force. Okay. So a force which results when there is a contact between the objects. Okay. So force which results when there is a direct physical contact between the objects, then that type of force is called contact force. And second example, the force which results when there is no contact between the objects, that type of force is called non-contact force. Okay. So here you see in the first example, you are in contact with the toothpaste. tube. Whereas in the second case, you are not in contact either with the magnet or with the compass. You just kept the magnet near the magnetic needle. So there is a deflection in the magnetic compass, isn't it? So like this, these are the two types of forces. First is contact force, second is non-contact force. You can see some more examples for contact force like brushing, cooking, what else? Walking, folding of clothes. Like this, these are so many examples for contact force. Non-contact force, one is attraction between magnet and magnetic objects. That is also an example. So if you put a magnet near the small pieces of iron, you could see that the pieces will get attracted towards the magnet. So like this, these are the two types of forces and examples under it. Again, so force is divided into two types, contact and non-contact. Non-contact force is also called as field force. Remember this name. So non-contact force is also called as field force. Again, we have types of forces under contact force. What are they? First is muscular force, second is frictional force, third one is normal force, and fourth one is tension. So these are the different types of forces under contact force. What are they? Muscular force, frictional force, normal force, and tension. Again, non-contact forces are again different types. They are magnetic force, electrostatic force, gravitational force. Okay, so these are the different types of forces under contact and non-contact. So in next video you will learn about the types of forces under contact force. Okay, Sai Ram.